Last week on the tiny cabin build. No one will know.
What are you talking about? No. You're not doing this right now. No more injuries, please.
No.
You okay?
Go. We're Colin and Paige, and we bought land in the woods to build a house ourselves. But because we have no idea what we're doing, we're building a tiny cabin first. We've constructed a foundation, base, and walls, and it's time for the next step. Sort of looks like a house, sort of. Probably out of square. Speaking of which, let's go check.
Yeah. Now we have the fun task of making sure everything is plumb and square.
Luckily, all our walls should be pretty darn close.
And hopefully we're pretty darn close because it sounds like a nightmare to re-square.
Especially with all the sheathing on.
Yep.
So we spent the last few weeks building these beautiful walls, and we think they're square, but now we gotta make them plumb and square to each other.
Sorry for the awkward angles. It's very awkward to shoot in a small space.
Nothing more awkward than the van, though. One of the small spaces I've ever been in, let alone live in it. It's nice in the bottom.
This wall is also sticking out a little bit at the top, but it's good at the bottom.
But we gotta get this top this way for sure.
What if we leave this one for now, start on this other wall, and then work our way around?
Okay. So we're gonna find plumb, and we're gonna pull this wall in, and we might even need to do that one too. And I can see how it can wiggle. So this is gonna pull and warp this thing back plumb.
Can you see the top?
Yeah, that looks nice.
That looks good. Yeah, it's like it's touching the line. I think it's just this one wall. Something happened.
Something did happen, but it should be of no surprise because we have no idea what we're doing. This can come in a touch.
Oh man, that's gonna send the top out even more.
I think there's something really wonky with this board, but this side has to go. The whole thing's kind of just pushed out a bit. So.
As long as it doesn't force that one to come this way.
It could. So everything's looking good except one wall. I don't know what happened, or we just framed it with a hockey stick, which is probably the most likely cause. But we are out almost an inch at this top plate on this one section of wall. So now what we're trying to do is use a ratchet strap with some leverage from the ski and the deck, and we're gonna try to pull this wall closer. And we'll see what happens. So we got a ratchet strap in this corner, got it pulled to a ski, which you could probably use a blocking or something on the end. We're trying to close this gap without moving this wall. To be honest, I had no idea if this was gonna work, but it sounded like a pretty good idea, or at least a fun idea. So we started pulling. So close, we're at like a quarter of an inch now.
Yeah, we're good on, at least on the outside of that. She's bang on in the middle.
So the ratchet straps worked. They're still together. So what we're gonna do is brace it on the inside. I'll screw in each one of these to kind of hold it in place. And then we're also gonna sheathe the other side, which will then hold this in place while also having all the internal braces. And hopefully it stays relatively plumb. Notice I used the words hopefully. Yeah, it should, theoretically. This should keep it locked in together. And then we'll remove it once the sheathing's on. So we just measured corner to corner, and we are out 7/16, which is technically allowable, but not good enough. But first we have to sheathe this section of the wall because these ratchet straps are pulling really hard and they want to split apart. Well, these walls want to split apart. We got to make sure that stays still, and then we can push the wall into square. I genuinely have no idea what that dance move is, but I'm kind of into it. And this gap in the sheathing is because the wall went up in 2 pieces, so this will tie together.
Think that's gonna hold?
We'll find out. Try to make a little handle.
Yeah, I think it needs to come to the left. I'm not strong enough for this gun, man.
It's heavy.
I just think like if you follow this writing, like follow this line all the way up, either on it or like slightly to the left of it, you're probably good.
Back here?
Yeah.
Because we installed this piece of sheathing vertically, we used a chalk line to mark all the studs and then fire it away. Good time to release these. Which one do you think's easier? All right, well, hopefully that held nice and square. I mean, I think ratchet straps are underrated tool. Now with the wall all plumb because of the ratchet straps, we're putting these final little sheets of sheathing. Sheathings. Don't mind me. It's honestly a tongue twister. There's a stud here, but I don't like thinking about shooting it at myself.
No, you definitely don't. I got it, 32 and a quarter?
Yep.
You're seeing it before Colin is. We've got one, I guess it's our second wall fully sheathed, but our first wall with windows fully sheathed. And it looks pretty cool.
You know what I see, Paige? Other than a wall fully sheathed?
What?
A wall that sort of is like this and kind of goes too far in the middle this way. So you could go plumb end line. Because if you try to go crown plate this right now, you're gonna have some serious overhangs.
What is it that you say? It be what it do?
Be what it do. Sometimes things are the way things are, and they're gonna continue being the way that they are.
I need you to come down here though and take a look at it. You just gonna stay up close until it's all done? No sneak peeks?
Good.
Because it looks pretty cool.
All I see is flaws.
Hey, I see a wall that we built.
I see sheathing walls, red roses too.
I see them blue for me and you.
You look like Rapunzel. Can you let down your hair?
I dropped my headphones.
I convinced someone to take a step outside. Okay, come close to me. Now turn around. Come on. Come on, you want to see it.
Looks pretty good. Too bad it isn't square. Let's go. I see a blue, oh me and you.
Mostly started recording there because Colin walked away and started singing. I fear we celebrated a little early, but hey, what is building if you don't celebrate the little moments and small wins? So fully sheathed, plan is to bring this whole wall.
You shall not pass.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. That was like some mix of Gandalf and Troll, but long building days can get to me, as you can tell.
Your sunglasses look like a mustache.
Trying to 1x4.
That's a 1x4? That looks like a 1x2.
Same. But different. Game plan is, give this the old college try, AKA bonk.
Whack it.
We're gonna give it a bonk. Try to slide this sucker over a bit. Paige is on the other side to monitor how far I bonk it. I might need to screw this in because I'm not gonna be able to hold it.
You know what? It is moving though.
It is?
Oh yeah. Well, you've moved it maybe a 16th, but I can see it.
1 second. Ready?
Yep.
If it isn't abundantly obvious, we're trying to bonk this whole wall towards Paige.
Any luck?
It's moving slowly. Okay.
Okay, what?
Well, okay, we might be there.
We might be there?
Like, this was pretty much like on or
Oh, I think a little bit more.
pretty close though.
Yeah, a couple more.
Okay. Okay.
Checking.
Because this was pretty flush with the edge, right? Like this.
Pretty good. We could also get on a ladder and double check. All right. I would say the moment of truth, but we'll see if we're making progress.
Okay, and it'll be on this side.
158 and 3/8. 258 and 3/8. Sorry, 258 and 3/8.
I blame me for that because I gave you the wrong measurements.
Yeah, it's same.
It's she twisty. Hold on.
258 and 7/8, or
Really?
it's 15 16ths, whatever that is.
258 and 15/16?
Yeah.
This ends up being 6/16. So we are out by 9/16. We're out total half an inch, which is quarter of an inch out total. Like each wall is a quarter of an inch out.
So we could either accept that or we can go for another couple bonks.
You told me I was being a perfectionist. Let's go.
Well, when it bonks that easy.
I wanted to panic earlier. This was actually a lot easier than I thought. So yeah, let's keep going.
That probably seemed like an awkward hug. These are the shots you take when we're Colin and Paige.
Hi.
Hi, we're Colin and Paige. Please subscribe. We love you. Okay, bye.
Smarty.
Bonk round 2.
Okay, stop.
How's that?
Good. You can do one more good bonk for good measure.
One more bonk for good measure, says the boss.
Okay. I think that was pretty good.
Cool, let's check it.
How much is it underhanging over there?
About the same.
Okay.
But like, it'll be fine. 258 and 7/8, which means we just moved an eighth.
We moved to 16 because it was 15/16.
258 and a half.
I would say that's a success because we are now out 3/16, or about 1.5/8, which I think 1/8 is kind of
Pretty
where
good.
you want to be. I think that's as close to perfect as we're gonna get on this wall, and it's actually way better than the base because the base is at 1/4, and now the walls are only at 1/8. So I'd call that a win, and it was actually a lot easier than I thought.
What?
Once we figure it out, then I'm like, oh, that's not so bad.
There's leaves everywhere, and they're falling, and it's getting cold. And we have to hurry our butt up if we're ever gonna finish this build. Luckily for us, even if the temperatures keep dropping, we'll be able to power our build with the new Bluetti Pioneer. And thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video. This is the world's first sodium-ion power station designed to perform in extreme cold. It can charge at -15 Celsius and discharge at -25 Celsius without preheating. This ability for a power station to work in the extreme cold is not only good for us building this as the weather gets colder and winter is coming, but also like winter camping or ice fishing or emergency power in an ice storm, and it's so cold that nothing else works. It has 900 watt capacity and 1500 watt output, so you can keep your devices charged even in harsh climates. And coming in at only 35 pounds, it's portable enough for any adventure. Right now, Bluetti is having their golden fall sale with over 65% off various products. But if you want to pick up this brand new Bluetti Pioneer, because maybe you want to ice fish or winter camp or build in the cold, or you want some emergency power, you can use code Colin8OFF to receive an additional 8% off, which is, for a new product, pretty good. Wouldn't you say so? Okay, she's telling me to get back to work.
Colin's off getting some other work done. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cut out the pieces for the remaining sheathing that we have for the 2 walls. By the time he's all done, he'll be able to help me hold them up and nail them all in, but hopefully those will be all measured and cut somewhat precisely. He measured them, I'm just cutting them. Blind faith there that I didn't double check, but I trust his measurements.
While I do some editing work, which you tend to do when you make YouTube videos, Paige starts cutting the sheathing.
The line looks straight. That's a win. Ish, the line looks straight-ish.
She said she can't trust me with the measurements. Straight-ish, Paige? That's not good enough.
Well, I gotta move it over a bit, but it looks like it should fit. 1 down.
And a million more to go.
Well, now what? Colin, I'm kind of stuck. Can you come help? Hold it there, Benji. Back up. Back, 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 back. Thank you.
I must say, Paige's cutting job is going quite dandy. And someone would even say she's becoming quite handy.
Success.
All right, so it's day 6,473 of building our tiny cabin. That's not accurate at all. It's looking good. It's all sheathed up. Well, most of it. We got to do that. But before we lock it in, we're going to plumb and line it, or at least try to.
Yep, and put the crown plates on.
Crown.
Your crowning jewel.
Wait, don't move. Make you crown. The plumb and line queen. Okay.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye. What would I be?
The jester.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Hey, my mom is a professional clown. Fun fact. Shout out, Mom.
It's true.
Jester's running the family.
It's true.
Okay, class, so here's today's instruction. You can call me Mr. Colin. I need like a chalkboard. But basically, I'm gonna stick this to the outside of the wall, put a nail in, and I'm gonna pull a string all the way from one end of the wall to the other end of the wall. And what that will allow us to do is get a perfectly straight line to see if the walls are kind of out of line. Is that what you call
any
it?
curves or bows in it?
And then that way we can push it in or out to make sure that that is completely plumb and square. And I'll show you how it all works when it's installed, but this way we can know that the walls are, at least in the middle, are kind of perfectly plumb. And then we'll lock it all in with the crown plate. And then we should be good, hopefully. Probably not. All right, got the block. Thank God I'm not scared of ladders, eh?
Have you ever used a drill before? It's usually me doing that.
You should come look at my lag position.
I'm literally in a half squat with 1 foot on the header. It's uncomfortable.
Oh, that's a shot.
So I'm like this. It's a little awkward.
That is a crotch shot. Hello.
Nail action. And I do the same on the other side. And then the string will wrap around. You could put it on here too, but it'll wrap around this edge and then we'll get a perfect 1.5 inch gap.
Now to try to get in around the bracing.
So now that we got the line set up, we have our spacer block. The string line should be touching this when I go to put it down. And if it's not, we know that we're out. However much the space is. We'll add our spacer block. When I slide this sucker in, we can see there's a bit of a gap. And to my eye, that looks about 1/4 inch. So what I see, Paige, it's like, it's nice here. Just at this junction, it kind of gets farther apart. And I feel like it's mostly this wall.
So this is touching. Probably at its like biggest here, eh? Touching. Tricky part is the wall is plumb all the way down. So if we move just the top out, it's not gonna be plumb anymore.
Because this is not a perfect art, it's about like kind of balancing them all to do it the best you can.
Yeah, get it all as close as possible.
Taking off our safety bracing. So when the wall was sideways when we had a ratchet strap, if you remember. 2 things we're gonna do. We have this 1x2, and what you can do is you can push down against the wall to create this bend, and it'll get stuck, and then when you bring it up, it'll actually force the wall out. But what just happened was we released this, and it kind of moved. So I'm gonna go double check it. This one's that's perfect. Like I can just touch it, and then this one is a little in. But this also has a bow at the top. All by taking that brace out, we know that this wall is good, and this wall actually needs to come in a touch. Luckily, I have a trick for that too.
I think this brace was we probably pulled the wall in a little bit to make this section of the wall plumb, but then that resulted in a bow from one end to the other. But that might have been a little bit too far out that way, which is hilarious because we had like a big bow in, now we have like a small bow out. So if we just pull it in a little bit, hopefully it remains mostly plumb, and then we won't have like a visual bow on the outside that you can actually see.
No, I'm just learning.
I mean, that's an easy fix,
It's
I
all
guess.
just like with all the bracing and top plates and like walls, and then it's screwed down. Like it's all like the forces are pushing against each other, and you just have to get that like perfect balance, lock it in, top plate it.
This is all called rough carpentry for a reason.
Yeah, we have to remind ourselves of that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect because we'll never get anywhere. We'll never get this done if it is.
We're using the crown of the top plate to kind of help bring these walls more into plumb. We're using screws. We'll come back with some nails after, just in case we need to redo anything. For a not perfect art, we're getting pretty close.
Also, can I take a moment to acknowledge how pretty the trees look in the background?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say me.
Oh, you're pretty too.
Yeah, pretty ugly.
Well, you said it. No, I'm just kidding.
There's not a lot of times when we're building that we say that actually worked well. But that actually worked well. Looks good.
Not entirely sure what happened there, but not gonna question it.
Eyeball test looks way better than the last one.
Sorry, I swept as far as I could get. All the pine needles are all the way along the top, so I had to go around with a little broom and sweep it, but it was kind of hard. So pine needles will forever live in our walls.
We're getting most of them. Gotta get a blower though.
We did get a blower, and I definitely didn't spend 2 hours straight doing the driveway.
Look at that cute dog.
That's a cute dog. Can I put that dog?
That's a cute dog.
I'm definitely biased, but that dog is absolutely adorable. But we are getting through this top plate, just fighting some pine needles that keep falling. And one thing I must add, it is feeling really good to have a nailer that actually works.
At no point in my life did I think that I would be learning construction. Like when I was a kid growing up, I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna build houses. Nope, but here I am, trying to figure out how to build a house.
Well, a house, not houses.
Well, sort of two. 1 1/4.
At this point, we can taste the finish line. We are so close to finishing the framing, so we just gotta buckle down and get it done.
One of the reasons why we preferred sheathing on the ground is this is probably the best spot we could put a ladder, but all the rocks around it, it's kind of harder to go up on teeter-totters. It feels much more safe on the ground, even though it's heavy to lift, but.
That was a big thing in our comments. A lot of people didn't like that we were sheathing on the ground, but for us it felt like the lesser of two evils because we don't have any scaffolding. And a lot of rocks around the base makes it really tricky. And with the backside wall all done, we move on to the final wall, the front. And using all the pieces that Paige cut, and she absolutely nailed it.
Second last piece. Thought that was the last piece, but actually we have to cover the bottom of the door here. This part will be cut out so we can get our like door jamb and the transition piece or whatever it's called in there. And then the sheathing's done.
You know, I don't claim to be a carpenter, nor do I play one on TV. Actually, 60% of people will actually watch us on TV. And speaking of which, almost 50% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you have been following along every week and you enjoy us, feel free to subscribe. It won't get this splinter out of my hand, but it would help us a lot because we're on the road to 100K, baby.
Well, we're almost at 75.
Do you remember, like, it feels like yesterday.
Oh, we're trying to hit 25.
We're celebrating 25 with the celebratory steaks. We told ourselves that we would get celebratory steaks in celebration of hitting 25,000 subscribers, and we're at 42. So we're a little late on our celebration, but better late than never. All right, celebrating the small wins. Now the only steak is a piece of wood in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna go get tweezers.
Am I celebrating too early? Are we missing something? This is the last piece of sheathing, and she goes right here.
So the last thing to do is roll back this house wrap. Luckily for us, with all the sheathing done, it's being installed permanently this time, and not being used as a temporary tarp again. And as we unravel it, pulling it taut, as Paige likes to say, throwing cap nails to hold it, we slowly work our way around the cabin. And although we feel like we are the slowest builders around, we've come a long, long way. And it's amazing to think as first-time builders, we made this. And that's pretty cool.
Welcome to the tiny cabin.
Rock solid.
It's rock solid.
Rock solid.
It's square and it's plumb.
Square, plumb, pain in the bum.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe this thing.
Time to do some rafters.
Yep. It's really pretty without the roof on though, wow.
It's a giant skylight.
It's early in the morning, the sun's coming up, hitting the beautiful orange trees.
See ya.
Wow. It is actually really nice.